YouTube, this is Edouis with Vested Gaming. We're going to be doing a Jackbox Party Night, and till everybody hops on, I'm going to dick around in some Kerbal, make sure that stuff's even working out right. So bear with me, I apologize. Alright, let me get Edouis Jr. here situated and all ready to go, to where he can help and provide color commentary. Yeah. We need that. Okay, well, while we're waiting, we're going to play some Kerbal Space Program on the PS4. I've done a lot of time on the PC version, not much on the PS4. And so I figure what I'll do is just do Sandbox and take us to the moon. Because, hey, why not? Yeah. Why not, Edouis Jr.? Why not? Gee, they got a lot of flags in here. We'll go with the old school. No, default. Okay, so Sandbox. Sandbox in Kerbal means you don't have to worry about currency, you don't have to worry about science, everything's unlocked. So we get to just play around and make one really large rocket. Yeah. And I plan on making a huge rocket. Edouis Jr. We're going to make a huge rocket. Alright. Let me check YouTube on my phone. Make sure everything's playing nice. And we're good. Sweet. And then we got TeamSpeak open for when the rest of the Vested Gaming hops on. Alright. So, Edouis Jr. in making this rocket, how big do we want it? Because Edouis is thinking huge. And I'm thinking super huge. Yeah, you think we could get away with it? You know what? Do you want to go really crazy? We'll just go simple. Just because Vested Gaming could be online at any point in time. Completely forgotten the little time I have played how to like zoom up and down. Okay, so there's zoom. There we go. We're getting a hold of it. Because hey, why not? Alright, so there's that. Now, whenever you go out into space, you've always got to first plan on how you're bringing your Kerbals back. I know that might be part of the joke about Kerbal Space Program, the fact that, you know, bringing Kerbals back to life, what is that? But let's at least pretend that, we really mean our Kerbals to come back. Alright, so they did fix aerodynamics from when I was playing back with like only 30 parts, and you could just bring her in any way, which way you wanted. So that's why I'm doing so many parachutes. In fact, actually, we're gonna have to separate this out because those drone chutes need to fire before the rest of them. So we're gonna move those two there. Yeah, we gotta move those two there. Alright, now we gotta get some control stuff going on. Because this is in Sandbox. Price does not matter. We're being funded by Elon Musk. He just said, get us to the moon. And that's what we're going to do here in Kerbal. We're going to get people to the moon. Alright, so there's some control. we'll add in some of those thrusters here in a little bit, but first we need to look at that ever needed heat shielding. I gotta remember where it is in here. That's the conics. There we go, heat shields. And we're just gonna make it absurdly huge, because why the hell not? We really want to protect our Kerbals here at Vested Gaming Space Program. Yo, Edouis Jr., you weren't acting like you were hungry. In fact, you were acting like you wanted nothing to do with the bottle. What's the change? We don't care about science or anything else like that. I'm not going to try and build a science package onto this. This is just straight up, we're getting the moon as quick and dirty as we can. So now that we got that there, gotta think about our ascent stage from the moon and how we're going to get back. So we've got to get some RCS fuel in there. God knows I'm going to need some stabilization. Let's be honest here. My God, I'd love to use those fuel tanks, but getting them to the moon, you let alone on its way back, it's going to be a beast. So we're going to do a little bit old school. I built this lander once on a computer, Kerbal. And it actually worked out fairly nicely. A little bit on the heavy side, but it got the job done, and it got my Kerbals back home, so, you know, what was the good point on that? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Let's rearrange this blanket situation. Just in case this beast doesn't have enough fuel or enough oomph to get us off the moon, I'm going to add these two. But I'd like to keep these two in reserve. Because if this lander can land and take off, we don't need to fuck around with those extra shenanigans. But I like having a little bit of contingency. I like being able to know, okay, hey, here's what we got going on. As fun as it would be to put fracking oils on this, because if we're going to avoid that. Ooh, you know what? That is something we got to do. We got to put a battery on this. Last thing you want is when you're flying to the moon and back to not have enough energy. So let's put a battery on this bad boy. In fact, because we're redundant here at Vested Gaming Space Program, we're going to put two. And since we're here, let's go ahead and throw some photovoltaics. Put them down here on this module. There we go. And I'm not doing any of this towards aesthetics, that's why I'm just randomly slapping stuff in. So bear with me. Viral Athena, the graphic designer, would probably kill me if she saw this, just because of just how wonky it is. Alright, now we need to make sure Okay, that should not touch the ground. Okay, so we want these struts. Here we go. Let's try this again. Whoa, okay, no, we don't want to copy. There we go. No, we want to start retracting. Damn it. Let's go ahead and test some things on TeamSpeak channel just because I don't want to deal with people yelling if they can hear me breathe. That happens a lot. Alright, now we got to talk about some aerodynamics. Because the way that ugly little thing's going, it is... I build things, they don't build, when I'm doing quick and easy, they don't build aerodynamic. I'm tapping it. Edouis Jr. is freaking out. Bottle down. Bottle down. All right, we repeat. Huge fairy. Now let's go ahead and put those damn struts on there. Damn it, I don't want two, I want many struts. So there's our fairing. Now we need to start building the big ass fracking rocket that's going to get this thing into space. Edouis Jr., what seems to be the major malfunction? What is it, my son? Yeah. What is it, buddy? Do you not like the idea of taking a rocket all the way to the moon? Huh? Are you anti-space programmed now? Now that you're almost 6 months old, are you anti-space programmed? Huh? Do you know better than Daddy? And you don't want space programming? RCS. I like just the standard 4 configuration. My RCS. Start talking main stage. So that second stage there, that's just going to be our get us into space or get us to the moon. This is our please God, please, please, please let me get up into space stage. Because we've got unlimited funding, we're just going to go balls out for the amount of fuel and engine. And I do mean just straight up balls out. We are playing in the real game with the money and the science. You pretty much have to be all the way through your science to get to this. And then, I mean, just right there, $379,000. And we're not even truly done yet. Just kind of give you an idea of how crazy this stuff can get. Put some nose cones on there to try and reduce the drag that's going to produce. And just because I know Kerbal, I know what it's going to do, we got to get some struts on there to keep these engines from freewheeling and going nuts. Them from going crazy. Okay, this should be an absurd amount of power to get us into space, so I'm not going to worry too much about some solid rocket boosters. We're just going to take this and go to town. So let's pick out our crew. Screw Jebediah. We got to have Valentina. And the name of our spacecraft, Edouis Jr. What do we call our spacecraft? How about Edouis Jr.? What do we want to call it? The Kerbal? Alright, we're calling it the Kerbal. How do you spell that? Kerbal. G-A-B-Y-H. Okay. So now we're going to save that. Take a look at everything. We'll leave that there. Save it. We're going to launch. Alright. Alright, SAS is good. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and hit 3/4 throttle. And are we ready, Edouis Jr., for the launch of the Kerbal? Yeah? You ready? Are you ready? Alright. Yeah. Alright. Do you want to give us a countdown? Huh? 3, 2, yeah. Okay, we have launch of the Kerbal spacecraft to the moon. Not as ambitious as Elon Musk trying to go to Mars without first. Already, our poor SAS is having to deal with a huge wobble because I forgot to deal with that mid-stage thing. So, in spectacular Kerbal fashion, we're going to see this shit down here. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Let's take a look out. Yes, look at that thing wobble. Oh, that is horrendous. We're chewing through food. We're fueling a lot faster than I thought we would too. That's kind of impressive. Alright, normally I don't like to do this, but let's revert to the UAV. Let's secure that thing. We want at least a good, decent launch. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some structs. Really, Edouis Jr. Are you that displeased with my first build? Is that what's going on? I know. I should have done it better. Whoa, where are you going, son? You just totally got off the carpet all by yourself. Or not carpet, couch. You just got off the couch all by yourself. Yes, you did. You want the bottle now? Alright, let's put you in your chair thing. And we will get you the bottle. Ah, nice and snug. We even have some extra milk for you. Sorry, YouTube. You gotta wait. Edouis Jr. is pretty demanding. Yes, he is. want the bottle without the blanket? What do you think? I don't get it. I'm lost. What are you trying to tell me? Oh, I'm sorry. I set it up to where you couldn't see. My apologies. I didn't know you were that much into this space launch. But I guess since you named it. Alright, so we got some structural reinforcement this time. Let's try and see if we can't get this bad boy to take off. Hey, I know you're tired, son. And I think contrary to popular belief, you're supposed to drink the bottle, not inhale it. Alright. I got some SAS. Second launch in the Quebec class. We're still waiting on the rest of investigate. Who knows? Maybe they won't show. And then I'll laugh. And then cry. More than likely cry. Breathe slowly. Yeah? You don't think I'll command the ship right? It's not even me flying it, it's the autopilot. Alright, so far, been about a minute and a half. Gone through about a third of our fuel. Maybe I should have thought about putting some solid boosters. Okay, we're gonna tap just ever so slightly. Oh look, it's Viral Athena's in here. Yeah, I know I'm a scrub. Hop on TS. Oh shit, don't tip. Don't tip. Don't tip. Keep that big ass centered for me, Sasha. Keep it centered for Sasha. Don't you dare fucking tip on me. Don't you tip on me. Come on. Come on. We need to do the gravity roll. Come on. Don't you dare tip on me. Don't you dare. Alright, kill the engines. Kill the engines. Hurry. Kill. Alright. Hey, Viral Athena, what's going on? Full thrust. Not too bad. Alright, talk now. Hello. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that feral. Yeah, whatever. So, do we know when everybody else is going to join? do this. Settings. Let's go ahead and turn down the volume a little bit. There, is that any better? Okay, so now we've got to start inserting ourselves into orbit. Now what? Inserting ourselves into orbit? That sounds shitty. Yeah, it probably does. There's that wobble since we got rid of the fairing. What's that? Alright, there we go. Okay, let's go and zoom in. Let's take care of some housekeeping things while we're floating here. First things first, start getting some solar panels out. Do you know which Jack in the Box games we want to play? Because I just bought the third one, so we have all 3 party packs. The what? Oh, yeah. Well, we can do some fibbage. Oh, I've got it into space. This was just a quick and dirty, let's go to the moon and back. Yeah, no. In fact, actually, I'm trying to remember the button combination to... Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's what I was looking for. You go to the map. Alright, so I've forgotten how to do a court plot on the PS4. Let's see, maybe. think so. So, overshot that by a little bit. That's okay. Alright, let's try and get us in an orbit. Yep, just a nice and simple orbit. Nice and easy. There we go. A nice little orbit. Not the best orbit I've ever put us in, but not too bad. Okay. So there's the moon. Junior. We're just floating in space now, huh, buddy? Let's fix your pants. Maybe that's what's bothering you. Yeah. Kerbal. Floating in space, doing nothing. That is the crew of Kerbal. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Let's see the encyclopedia. Whoa. You like completely sit down again. You're getting really good at that. Orbital nodes. Maneuvering nodes. Okay, it says just press X. Sometimes this happens even on the PC version. So we go back to the Space Center. Then we'll be able to go back and put down some maneuvering. Maybe. Got it. Let us fly the Kerbal. See, there we go. Oh, perfect. We'll take that orbit. pass over for Sasha. There we go. And now we time warp it. Let's do the time warp again. Now I understand why Scott Manley and them edit their films and don't do any of this stuff live. Because it can take forever. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, there we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Commence burn. I know, you're super tired, bud. I know. Keep it in the blue marker, Ed. Keep it in the blue. Kill it. Very nicely done. Even if I do say so myself. Alright. So there might be a slight problem in how I did this orbit. Apparently we're not going to swing by the moon, at which point in time we need to slow down. And, yeah. Then slowly fall down to the moon. I've put us on a collision course with the moon. But hey, here at Vested Gaming Space Program, we don't take anything lightly, and we don't step down from a challenge. As Viral is laughing her ass off probably right now. So in other words, Vested Gaming is about to put a nice new crater into the moon. There it is, closing in quickly with us. Very fucking quickly. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. And we won't continue my singing because, yeah, it just gets bad. Now, I'm not going to do anything special quite yet. Just because we are on a collision course. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Gotta answer some texts. Okay. So, we got Ethan, or Sam, finally in here. It's about damn time. Alright, apparently I need to increase your volume too. Okay, is everybody still here?
Maybe.
Just maybe. Alright, so as we start plummeting towards the moon here, I'm going to swing this fat ass around. And all those nice set stages we had somehow got all combined in my mad dash try and figure everything else. Oh, cool. We've got Michelle there saying if you want to help her onto the TeamSpeak, that'd be awesome. Alright, so let's create a couple more things.
Hello, friend.
Yeah, hello. Alright, so we want this engine here. Then we want that separator here. And we want these two parachutes here. And this engine cluster set as just in case. And we're going to put that up there. Okay, so now we got our all nice stages back. Now let's try not to become a crater on the moon while everybody starts getting set up. Oh shit. Now normally on this kind of entry, you'd want to at least take an orbit or two, try and put it down, but since everybody's here, and since I'm on a collision course, we're just going to say screw it, and try and put her down wherever the collision course was going to take us.
Sometimes you just gotta put her down.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do here. Alright, landing struts down. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and, because we don't have atmosphere to play with, we're just going to go ahead and speed this up till about 30,000 meters above the ground. Oh god, it would be me to do a collision course from Kerbal orbit to put this beast right on a canyon wall. Alright, so we're at about 60, going at 700 meters per second. Let's go ahead and start slowing this beast down. Nice and easy. We'll take it down to where we're only doing about 200 meters per second. Hey, saying, are you helping Mom get into the team speak? I take by your lack of answer that that is a yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down.
Hey, sorry, what's helping Mom get on YouTube? On her phone.
Why YouTube on her phone? She's not going to be able to play Jack in the Box. She wants to do the YouTube on the TV or the. Technically, you can play Jack in the Box on the computer too.
I'm hoping so, because my phone internet is shit.
Okay, sports fans, you know I said we might need more thrust? Well, guess what? We need more thrust. Oh, that is not how you want to land on the moon.
Too fast.
Yeah,
Stay on target.
just a little too fast. I didn't bring in the other motors in soon enough. Oh, that hurts. Good news, the Kerbals are still alive. Somehow, I saved 2 solar panels and the Kerbals. But, of course, this is Edouis playing, so I had to put it on a freaking crater wall. No, they're still alive. Somehow, some way, they still live. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing to stop tumbling.
Never die will never die.
Roll in, roll in, roll in. Keep that Kerbal rolling.
Okay, please tell me you're not going to do what I think you're going to do.
Oh, no, I don't have enough thrust to pull off what I normally do in these situations, but I am going to retract that solar panel so I can save it.
Please do.
Because they need power to survive till I can send their rescue mission.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'll admit that wasn't too bad. We came in on a collision course and only hit it with me realizing they were going too fast at 60 meters per second.
Yeah, but half your ship is gone.
Hey, it's like a good car accident with the modern car. It's that crumple zone.
Yeah, crumble zone, what, 500,000 miles away from space or Earth?
Hey,
and the nearest insurance company?
I was just about to say, call AAA.
I mean, it'll take them a little while, and I think it'll be out of your insurance zone. I'm not sure.
Little did you know.
Do you have moon landing insurance?
Oh, that's just wrong. Alright, let's see if we can actually just write this thing. Spin it up. Come on. Come on. Come on, stop moving so I can see. Oh, yeah. Look at Valentina's face, Harry. That is just the face of pure joy. No, Viral, they are not dead. They
Not
live.
good.
They live.
Oh my lord.
But I am going to have to send a rescue mission, which is actually pretty standard for ADS Vested Gaming Space Program. We have to do a lot of rescue missions. A lot. Alright, so that'll end the voyages of the Gaba, so named by Edouis Jr. And then now that we've got most of everybody here, we are going to go ahead and look at Jack in the Box. So, Viral, what Jack in the Box are we playing today?
I like Quiplash. Personally, that's just me.
Quiplash 1 or 2?
And